About an hour and a half southwest of Louisville to Grayson County, Kentucky. Look at the aftermath of the severe weather as it moved through there, where tornadoes were also reported. More than a dozen homes and structures seriously damaged. The WHS 11 team immediately headed that way, and we've been in the area tonight, nailing down confirmed information and seeing the damage. WHS 11's Conroy DeLuche and photojournalist Aspen Hester are live right now in Wax, Kentucky of Grayson County. And Conroy, I know their main concern was checking houses door to door to make sure everyone is okay and safe. What are you hearing tonight?
That was the first thing that firefighters did, was going door to door in this area. This is off of Broadford Road, which is in the Wax community, as you said. And we've heard from the emergency management director that 4 people were injured. 3 of those not as serious. 1 was considered to be a serious injury. 2 of those injured were taken to the hospital. And as you can see behind us, this is just one of the buildings that was damaged in this area. There are homes that roofs now have tarps on them, and we can see some power companies actually coming through, because as you can tell, there's not much light out here. This is, we're right by Nolan Lake, so it's summertime. It's going to be a little bit darker earlier in the day, but the only lights we can see right now are the 2 at the side of Aspen Hester, our photojournalist, from the American Red Cross van, and a power light. Other than that, it's dark.
No, I've been at this job for 3 years. Most of the things that I've worked is flooding related. This is the first tornado damage that I've went through.
The wind and rain ushered in a possible tornado here in Grayson County, leaving a path of destruction behind.
It crossed and took out trees, buildings, homes, 1, 2, 3, 4 roads, then jumped the lake and went over to Hart County.
Paul Braun made it quickly down to Grayson County from Louisville. He and his family were watching weather updates at home, relying on year-round neighbors in Grayson County to tell them if something happened.
This time they said, nope, we were hit. So,
You've been here 28 years.
28 years.
Everyone cleaned up what they could, but the sun set before 9 o'clock Central Time.
Okay, my niece was at home when it happened, and she's fine. So the houses are fine, except for this one's got to have a new roof. But
county crews will be back early Wednesday morning to see what they can fix and clean up after the unusually powerful winds.
It's pretty extensive too, so hope it's the last.
Conroy, I know the National Weather Service investigators from Louisville, that's one of the big places they're going to go to immediately tomorrow. What about, you're hearing about the American Red Cross, any other support for the victims of that possible tornado there in Grayson County?
Yeah, there are volunteers coming in from a local church group that are going to be here to help clean up. And really, it's about assessing the damage out here. So county crews will be out here alongside those volunteers that are going to be helping. We're putting up tarps on roofs, making sure that people can protect their property. In fact, we've seen a lot of sheriff's deputies buzz around. They're going to be here overnight because, anytime that there's widespread power outages, that could be a time for people to take advantage, looting, stealing. So they want to prevent that from happening, because a lot of neighbors are not going to be here tonight.
All right, Conroy DeLuche and Aspen Hester reporting in